In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I finally found the right scuba mask, and it all came down to adding one simple trick to the dry fitting method. If you're new to scuba or struggling to find a mask that fits and doesn't leak, I've got you covered. Welcome back to Generations Below. We're a father-son dive team. We're not instructors, we're not pros, just everyday divers sharing tips, tricks, and gear reviews. I really struggled finding a mask that fit, and this was while I was trying to fit it the way that your dive instructor and most of the industry teaches. But there's one critical flaw to this advice. Most people tell you that you need to dry fit your mask by holding it up to your face like this and inhaling through your nose to see if you have a good seal. If the mask sticks to your face without having to have straps or holding it with your hand, this is a good seal. And that's great advice and it works, but there's a problem with it. What happens to the shape of your upper lip when you bite down on your mouthpiece, your regulator mouthpiece? For some people, including myself, it changes the shape. So here's the fix. When you go to the dive shop to fit your mask, either take a regulator mouthpiece with you or buy one while you're there. They're super inexpensive and this might save you a ton of headaches. Put the mouthpiece into your mouth when you dry fit your mask. That way, if there's a structural change to your upper lip, it'll be apparent while you're there in the store dry fitting it. This can also work if you're a snorkeler. Just swap the regulator mouthpiece for your snorkel. A couple of key points here. Use the same regulator mouthpiece that you normally use. If it's a custom molded mouthpiece, you definitely want to use yours that's already been molded to your mouth. If you use an off-the-shelf mouthpiece, you'd be fine just buying one of these while you're there in the shop and using it for your test. I know this may seem silly, but I spent a ton of money on masks that dry fit just fine in the store, only to get in the water and find out that they leaked right there under my nose. And it's definitely no fun diving when you're constantly having to clear your mask. I also tend to exhale through my nose just a little bit whenever I dive. And if you do this, it's gonna make that mask fit even worse or that leak even worse. Since I started using this new method, I've been able to find the right mask the first time, be confident about it, and it works better than ever before. Just a few extra tips here. If you have a mustache or you like to rock some stubble, use some wax or mustache grease. I use this Marine Sports mask seal. It's silicone safe, so it's not gonna damage the skirt on your mask, and it definitely comes in super handy. You don't need to buy the most expensive mask. You need to buy the mask that fits. I went through several high-end dive masks and they all leaked. Even after they dry fit right in the store, I'd get in the water and they'd leak until I started using this new method. Now I did end up settling on a more expensive dive mask, the Tusa Paragon S, but that's not just because it was expensive. This mask is super comfortable. The skirt is fantastic. It also has these articulating strap connections that make it to where it can sit just right where you need it on your head. Remember, whenever you're fitting your mask, when you get in the water, you don't want to have these super duper tight to where it's smashing it against your face. The pressure of the water while you're under there is actually going to hold that mask on there. So don't over tighten. Another reason why I bought this mask is it has this awesome coated lens. Looks really cool underwater. That stuff matters to me. Another tip, it's always better to buy your mask at your local dive shop. That way you can dry fit it properly while you're there instead of buying a mask online, finding out that it leaks, returning it, and then just repeating that process over and over until you find the right one. So support your local dive shops. If you've got a trick I didn't mention, drop it in the comments below. We'll try it out. If you have a question, leave those in the comments too, and I might make a video responding to you. If this helped, smash that like button, because next up, I'm breaking down how cold plunging actually made me a better scuba diver, from mental focus to breath control to cold acclimation. You don't want to miss that one. If you're new to this channel, here's something awesome. We hide real treasure underwater. We call it the hunt. Find one of our custom coins and you win actual high-end dive gear from brands that we trust. You can check out those treasure drops and the clues to where to find the coins right here on the channel. The hunt is on.